We are going to be picking up Final Fantasy 16 right where we left off. I've done nothing off screen. Clive has finally come to terms with the fact that he is an Ifrit. I know the game pronounces it Ifrit. I don't care. Old pronunciations die hard. How is everyone tonight? Oh, speaking of, while we walk through the Blight, I have a theory about the Blight. I think it's related to the way that the bearers are turning to stone from use of magic. I don't know how, but they're getting the ether for that magic from someplace, and I think they're drawing it from themselves and the environment around them.
What is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Oh boy. Let me guess. The Blight has moved into Eastpool? They're giving me a lot of potions. I'm just thinking out loud. Nothing I haven't done before. Whoa. The Empire has come through.
What happened here?
Whatever it is, we'll end it.
You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
What are you doing here? Answer me!
Oh, whoops. I'm saving the limit break for later. I can't even hit them. They're getting bounced around.
Who would order such a thing?
Almost.
It's over.
That is handy. So we've seen what LB2 does. Next time we'll see what LB1 does.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Brandon? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Kill all the ducal dogs! Ducal dogs? They were innocent people! Stay down!
Alright. Let's see what LB1 does. Okay, so it's the same thing, it just doesn't last as long.
It's over.
Oops. That was weird. All right.
It's over.
Dig that one right through.
That's enough.
Put them all to the sword. Bearer or no.
Okay. Oops.
Stay down.
Okay. They all dead? Oh, is Lady Hannah dead?
All must burn.
That doesn't look
Bearers
good.
and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
Empress Annabella. Oh, I was trying to dodge out of that.
I know. You can wait.
Whoa! Okay. Wasn't ready for that. Can't tell what he's doing. I should have done this for the stagger. Oh! Multiple swings. Good to know. Oops. That'll work. Stand there and take it! So I need to be incorporating limit break into my combos more. But this is the first time I've actually gotten to use it in regular combat, not like something pre-scripted. Man, they killed everyone
Sorry,
here.
Lady Hannah.
Aww.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
Now what?
Ah, we're too late. Gav. Clive.
At least they didn't go with the cliched like, did you do this?
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen.
This would have...
Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
They represent unleashed power.
This law judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it.
Clive's finally found a cause worth fighting
We want to
for.
help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye.
Time to
Now
form a
leave yous
burial
lot to
detail.
Take care of things here.
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Man, that's messed up.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest.
Who's this?
Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Like, as if he's not acting shady enough, they have to add this discordant music, like, be like, yes, he's up to something. Really? I didn't know.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Yes, we do.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Well? What's that for you, dear?
Guy blade +1. Okay. No upgrades yet. Probably after I talk to Sid. Let me go talk to the book dude.
Clive, was it?
Lore McLorman.
Very well.
Good day. Or...
Harpocrates.
You wish to study the tomes?
The doors of enlightenment are beginning to open. Oh boy, this is a lot of locations. Okay.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Take a seat, Clive.
Alright. Let's head upstairs. Which I think I could have done from in there, but maybe not. Not without going up and... Yeah, I could have... Yeah. Okay. Oh well, we're taking the scenic route. Through the Blight. How's everything in here?
I can set a broken arm, soothe a cough, settle a stomach. But there is no remedy for what happened in Eastpool. My talents
Yeah, that was messed up.
worthless in the face of such cruelty.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Well, I mean, I don't get to continue the game unless I walk through this door, so I think I don't have as much choice as you think I do. Sid, I want to join up!
Crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
A big one, yeah.
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
And it is because you bear it that you might die.
Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Ah, yes.
What trouble are you looking
The
to get
classic
yourself
Final
into
Fantasy
now?
music.
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
Bold.
Pay a visit to Mother.
Like Clive's mother or the Mother Crystal? That looks cool.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
Okay.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Nope, the Blight's gonna drive them south.
Did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
Oh, yes, quite. I recognize that his voice too. Sylvester Lesage, who won his throne at least partly by virtue of his son Dion having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Okay. Sage. Lesage.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
All right, that's gonna bug me. He sounds a lot like Paul, what's his name? The guy who plays Vision. He's Paul Bettany. He sounds a bit like Paul Bettany. I don't think he is, but he's very close if it's not.
Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
Andrew Havel.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion.
I'm not familiar with
This
the
is
name.
the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much
Bread
will
and
that
circuses.
cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. you all have much to do.
The texturing looks amazing. And a marble couch hardly looks comfortable. Okay, hang on. Thank you. Downton Abbey, the King, and the... I'm familiar with the King's Speech. Yeah, Ari would probably recognize it. She loves Downton Abbey, but I could never get into it. The Imitation Game I've seen. Sherlock I've seen. Yeah, I think it's literally just because he sounds so similar to Paul Bettany that it kind of, like, pinged me. Thank you, Rocket.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
This is a disgusting display of wealth. I mean, it's pretty and it's opulent, but it's...
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. Alright, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air.
Yeah.
And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The people who wanted them to do stuff.
The higher-ups. The gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
How do you deal with a crystal the size of a mountain?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Interesting.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Oh, yes. More side quests! Because they're paying for their magic with their own life force.
Don't mind me.
So, the reason I say this is that in Final Fantasy XIV, the lack of ether caused stasis. It literally drains all life from the area. This is a theme that we've seen before in the last expansion of Final Fantasy XIV, where there was you wind up in an area pretty much devoid of ether, except for one area that managed to survive the flood. So they were essentially like paying for it with their lives, until eventually the last of that ether is gone and there is stone left behind.
Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Like, it's telling that they don't need crystals to cast magic, which sounds cool, but they're paying for that magic with something.
He's never. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
A little more than that.
Was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, there's just two here. No problem.
Wanted to send a message.
Okay.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that
Oof.
I am, I didn't bloody notice.
Ooh, been there.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots.
You're
Worst of
fired.
all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Oof.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Maybe we'll take a look.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious?
I like that the response was, he'll be in trouble if I don't.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. there's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life. If it's there, I'll find it. Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Maybe you should mend your bag first.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
I'll do it. I'll do it when I can. I'm trying to prioritize side quests whenever they pop up because the game, from a storyline perspective, feels fairly linear. I know that you can kind of bounce back and forth among the open world places that you've been, but I worry, like, I never worry, or I always worry, like, okay, so if I take this quest, am I about to lose access to the hideaway? Where's another point of no return? Like, that's why I'm just kind of, side quests immediately take highest priority.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today.
Continental Accord. The branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. I also put in place a universal calendar, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. I see. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sin of Zemeckis. Few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows. Oh boy. Forbidding his companions farewell. Okay. So it's a guy who was lost and built a home for himself. And then eventually a kingdom. And they took it to note that they did so without magic. Huh. Okay.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
So I take it in the past that there was some kind of War of the Magi type of event. Yet another trope within the Final Fantasy lore. Alright, let's look for the letter first. Which is why magic users are so spurned. Oh, man. I gotta go all over this place.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
He would have stuck to the road.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Whoa.
More of the lost supplies.
Boy, was this guy drunk? He's literally just pinballed on each side of the road every time I pick something up.
Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper.
Uh-oh.
No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me.
Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
If it's anything like Chloe, if Chloe ever gets her hands on a spare piece of paper, she will take it to the living room and shred it to 1,000 pieces. She doesn't eat any of the paper, but she really loves shredding it.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Okay, we'll talk to that in a moment.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quinn do something? The shad's all salted and smoked.
Oh, can I pet the dog? Man, he looks like skin and bones.
It seems we have our culprit.
He doesn't look that bad from another angle. Like, I thought you could actually see, like, the ridges of his ribs.
Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already.
Sorry, Reenie.
Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still...
I didn't know if the dog barking in the game would set her off. Okay, I need to be downstairs. Ooh. Yoink! Black blood. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down and around, aren't I? Unless... Can I go down this way? Evening,
like
Dustin!
My package, it gives me stimuli.
It depends. Some TV dogs will set off mine, and some won't. Oh, it's all good. Just taking care of some side questy bit for a little bit. Before I get back to the main story.
Sid's young protege.
Oh, well, if it isn't the world's biggest uncaring douchebag.
I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Well, I don't need to sleep on your dang floor anymore, so I'm not telling you jack. Unless the game makes me.
There'll be none left for me.
Stupid apathetic turd.
What
Alright,
can I interest you in today?
I don't need that. Good. Lionheart tonic. Limits are made to be broken. Huh. Nah, he's a
trust
jerk.
it's all here.
I'm going to put that on my potion bar as opposed to the stone skin one. Items. Aha, there we go. No, I don't want to use it. Add to shortcuts. There we go. Yeah, when we came through here before, like, clearly having just saved the town from well, they weren't Imperials, but an aggressor force, and needing a place to sleep, he's like, you can't sleep here, butter, excuse, loserdom. And then he made me do him a favor to sleep on the floor.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
How do I get up there? Ah. Maybe this stairway will help. There we go. Now we're going the right way, I hope. Please. Please tell me I'm going the right... I'm not going the right way! Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. Woo! So how are you doing, Dustin? Alright. Only matter, that's cool. Would have expected to have run into some enemies by now, but alright. At least Clive can run quickly when he needs to. You okay there, buddy? Sprain your ankle or something?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
With all that grunting and hemming and hawing, I don't think he's really up for it. But okay. Let's see what we're fighting here. Oh, big dude!
Why am I not surprised?
Okay, sure. Come on. Vix! Thank you for the resub, buddy. How are you? Oh, I thought he was about to try and hit me again.
Vix, you're amazing. For as much crap as you give me.
Been enjoying all the baseball
I
games?
appreciate how wicked smart you are.
Nice. Oh, that wasted a lot of my limit gauge on that. Alright, let's get out of that so I can tell what he's doing. Whoa! Oh yeah, congrats on your truck, buddy. Oops. How's your new employee doing? Well, I hope. All right. Let's go. Bone necklace. Yeah, I can see why this group would have given those dudes problems. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go through that soon. It's getting to the point now where the company is going to have to worry about finding someone else they can train for my responsibilities. Oof.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Okay. So there we go. Yeah, I'll admit it kind of flipped a discussion we've been having on our heads. Like, they've been wanting to build all these tools so that engineers could do general maintenance tasks on our product without having to poke around in the database, and I'm just like, it's fine. I've done DBA work. I know how to work in a SQL database safely, and you know, it's a lower priority. And as soon as they talked about like hiring someone else to handle those responsibilities, I was like, I don't know if I trust other people in the database, though. I like completely flipped my side on the matter. Well, I mean, I at this point, if they actually do it without building tools to do the work safely, I'm entirely expecting at some point that they're going to lock the table in a transaction and forget to commit it or roll it back. And then they'll go like, hey, why is this not working? The whole thing's down. It's like,
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And
yeah,
I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Yeah, what we're actually trying to hit at some point is a state where no one has any kind of write access to the database whatsoever. If you want read access for some kind of reporting tool or something like that, fine. But, I mean, actually, ideally, nobody has direct access to the database at all. That's how you keep it secure. Alright, to the hideaway! Ba-ba-da-ba. So out of curiosity, Rocket, like, do available side quests not in my area pop up on the map? Like, do I need to check, like, other populated areas for side quests that come up from time to time, or can I just look at the map to see if there's anything available, or will they always just pop up near me?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we would want to do it as a read-only secondary, not the primary member of the cluster.
Maybe I should just... Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped.
Cool.
I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Got a little bit of dog slobber on it.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then.
Hey, like I said, if Chloe had gotten her snout on it, it'd have been torn to 1,000 pieces.
Sid had found out about that letter.
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. Thanks you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Let's do it! Yeah, and I kind of put that on his voice actor, like, that his voice actor does not do sad correctly. Or rather, I don't buy it. I'll put it that way.
Make it quick.
He tries. I'll give him that much. Okay, Storm or Flame Tongue. Yeah. Oh, I see.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, Dark Sash. Iron Bracers +2. Battle Chains. Okay.
And?
Yeah, it sure does seem that way sometimes.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Heat wave. Heat wave!
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
A bowl of brown?
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment.
Yeah, we had some nasty humidity up here, too. Like, stepping outside a couple hours ago kind of felt a bit like Florida. We were under a heat advisory.
Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble.
Easier said than done.
Capital, that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dane.
You're not going to show me what we got?
I'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I
Let me
find
guess,
her?
he's going to tell me she'll
She's
find
the
me.
proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad.
Charm?
I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alliant reports. The reports compiled by the Cursebreakers contain information on quests currently available. Ah, there we go.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Yeah, Ari can't wait. She's sick of the heat. To not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to... Oh, that's cool. Welcoming committee, dying on the vine.
Think you can help? Fancy giving us a hand? Quick look.
Back to Lost Wing again.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
See if they're institutionalized? Sure.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Yeah, they sure look like they've been beat down.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Oh, they think they were being tested?
I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
On this very uncomfortable looking bench.
But how did the grocer know?
Okay.
Sun's setting fast.
Here we go. Food,
I'll
please.
have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outside.
Oh, no worries, Fix. Good luck with your errands. Congratulations on your truck. And I certainly understand that. Lord knows how many trunkfuls of stuff that we took to Goodwill as part of the move. So much stuff.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may
It was
have
good to
whatever
see you.
require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
It's a mark of trust.
I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it nutrition, but it's a start.
Don't tell me.
Back to the land of the living?
Lips for supper again.
Actually, hang on one second. I do need to talk to Ari about something before she leaves. I will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy these clips, and we'll keep on going. Rocket says hi. BRB. All right. Let's keep going.
Brother, did you see? That bearer spoke to a master.
What manner of place is this?
Man, it's going to take them a while to recover from something like that.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
I know it feels like unnecessary steps, but I actually like that they make you hand over the items.
Truly.
Stupid Subaru driver.
Good evening, Perm. How are you? Could do without the slurping and gulping noises.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
Yeah, hot out, ain't it?
I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Oh, that felt like a nice quest to do. I like that. Helping someone come to terms with the fact that they're finally free now. Oh, we're doing some side questy stuff tonight. Gonna hit the main quest a little bit, but
Master Quinton will never.
I try to prioritize side quests because I never know when and if they'll get locked out.
I want no trouble.
Easy, easy, buddy. Not here to kill you.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
I know a flamethrower hasn't been invented yet, but if you have one, this would be an appropriate time to use it.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter.
When is a wasp not mean?
Worked up, and little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in
Yeah,
pressing
true
soup,
enough.
Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Will no one rid me of these meddlesome wasps?
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Oh, yeah. I'll take care of it. This is the type of side quest I will do gladly. What is this? Oh, the Mysteries of Vinification? I was not aware that was a word. There's probably someplace closer I can go for that. There we go. Yeah, this one would be right next to the vineyards. Almost ran there on foot. Wasted all this time. Got us halfway there. Not too bad. Get some more materials.
A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Well, it depends on how big they are. Take that, air!
It's over.
Yeah, I think the thing that really sucks about wasps in general is like the fact that unlike bees, they can sting you as many times as they want. And I have been at the wrong end of a few of those stings. I hate them.
That's it.
That felt a bit like overkill, but okay.
Looks like that was the last of them.
And fast travel. Always happy to do my part and rid the world of a few more wasps. Although I've heard there's a new infestation in the U.S., and I've not really looked into it. I've just started seeing mention of it. Something called a lanternfly or something? I think they're in Pennsylvania and New York.
Those wasps won't be
a new invasive species. We needed
Oh,
more of that.
Thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well,
makes sense.
He certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Why don't you send me a bottle or two? Ari once had a teacher friend who had a vineyard. He made his own wine, gifted it to her, and we held on to the bottle for a long, long time. And finally we found it before we moved, and I was like, well, we're not taking it with us, so if we're going to try it, now's the time. It was not that good. I was not a fan. I mean, it hadn't gone sour or anything, but wasn't my jam. I'm not much of a wine guy to begin with, anyway. Like 13 years?
It's true. Burned to the ground.
I mean, frankly, I forgot we had it. We stuffed it in the cabinets above the fridge and then just never looked in there again.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're going to kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
I wonder if this is just a misunderstanding. Probably is bandits, though. We'll see.
Ha! Golden Stable's my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
You can tell, I've noticed this a couple of streams ago, you can tell they put a lot of work into the lip sync for the main quests and for the main characters. But when it comes to the side quests, they just kind of took a best effort at it. Which I'm okay with. It doesn't have to be perfectly polished.
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Okay, not a simple misunderstanding.
Get him, lads. I want that blade.
It's over with.
Yeah, it's part of the look. You can't have it.
It's over.
That's one way to deal with the problem. At least we didn't ruin the place too much.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
You can have one bullet. Where do you want it?
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go.
Ah.
The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Oops.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
You're a useful man to have around.
And there'll be a mug
Thank
of something
you.
tasty waiting
Now let
for
me
you when
fast
you
travel
next
out
stop
of
by.
here.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
You don't have to twist my arm on that. I do like the banter though. It makes the conversations feel a little bit more real. No, I don't want to mop the place. Alright. So I think that clears all the side quests on the board for now, which means we can hit main quest.
Take a seat, Clive.
Good to see you.
I think I got it the first time I went through there. Where in Eastpool was it? Not that. That's Lost Wing. Arthur's Rest, Eastpool. There we go. I like how Eastpool is in the west. But compared to the Kingdom of Rosaria, it was in the east. Up the stairs. Looking around. Ah. There we go. That's the one you need me to go after?
Why did you do it, Mother? I will not forget this.
Thank you. Alright, time to talk to Gav. And I didn't use any potions, so I don't need to,
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Could you tell by the way I took care of like 5 other things before I talked to you?
Took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the 3 of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
That tracks.
And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come...
Same voice actor.
Go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
All right. To Lost Wing again. Just can't get enough of that wonderful duff.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Okay. Ba-ba-ba. I need to go up there. Been through this exercise once already. Alright, there we go. Get some calisthenics in. Do a little quick little jog. No problem.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Oh. Oh, this is pretty. This is reminiscent of driving through Tennessee. The texturing in this game is fabulous. I know I keep saying that. I just can't get over how pretty the natural outdoors look. Oh good, my limit break bar doesn't reset between encounters. What is that thing? Oh, okay, cool.
No holding back.
Ah, I dodged that. Come on.
Not this time.
Yeah, I know I've got a tonic for it. I think I'm going to save that for bosses. Oh. Ignition. Limit break. There we go. When Clive's HP is low. Cannot be KO'd while semi-primed. Okay, cool. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. And that was the perfect time to tell me, actually. LB4, huh? Only seen one boss in Final Fantasy XIV use that. Okay, thank goodness. I don't like fighting wild chocobos, but I will for the experience. I like getting experience more. Yeah!
It's over.
Sure told that rock. Yeah, that was worth it. Dodge too early, dang it. Oh, I thought he hit me there for a second.
Northreach.
I wasted a bit of my limit break on some of that. We'll go to Northreach in a moment. I want to keep looking around here. Raptor? Oh. Oh, that one dodged away. Nice. Torgal? Oh, you're just barking at the enemies? Good boy.
After it.
Okay, yeah. This area of the map was hidden. Have a quick look around. Ah, I was hoping to get more than one of them in that. Oh, this would have been a perfect time. Torgal was out over here fighting one of them all on his own. Okay. I kind of half expected to find something special back here. There we go. Trip over something there? What was that? Northreach looks pretty. Antelope wanted nothing to do with that. Get me out of here! Oh, that was it? Just two of them? I thought there'd be three. Vulture. Carrion bird, get out of here. Carrion bird that died really quickly.
Stay down.
Not Carrion. Carrion. Wait, what's on me now? Yeah! 2-for-1 combo! Alright, I don't see a blue chocobo. Oh! But don't touch them. They'll still aggro to you. Yeah, in a lot of cases, like, the trash just dies really quickly. Now, of course, trash plus a boss is a problem.
That's enough.
Oh. Okay, we got that. Oh. Ah, perfect. You okay? Phoebe get a new toy. He seems very happy about it. Alright, to Northreach. Oh, you can't even hear the toy because it's being filtered out. Hold on. Phoebe loves her toys. She's Just sitting behind me, wagging her tail, just happy as a clam with her new squeaky toy.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Well, it says search for the dame, so I hope she's here.
What did you say was in these pies again?
This seems like a dangerous place to be for a bear.
Welcome, good... Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and a chine of roast ends.
Plum for the apple of your eye.
Keep your hands to yourself. No
Have a good night, dude.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Do you see anything you like?
Gaia blade. So it seems like they all pretty much have a common thing that they sell. For the storm.
I'll be here if you need me.
You say these are all from down
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
That's a terrible thing to say.
But spent hardly. They've both at least a good year left in them.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
Pay it forward.
Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
The way that she draws out syllables is really sinister and unnerving to me.
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait.
So much for paying it forward.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Phoebe, I'm so glad you like your squeaky toy. Go play with it somewhere else.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut-tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But
there is no convenient time for a door-to-door salesman.
it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
Don't challenge me. I will kill you.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Yeah, yesterday we had a water filtration system salesman come by.
I suppose you'll need a little something.
Imperial Training Grounds.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coins.
I kind of felt bad for him. It was clear he was being sent from door to door to door because, like, his shirt was like sweat stains all
company,
over.
Tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Okay.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
Royal upbringing, perhaps?
You mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
I like how I keep getting seals from people.
And hopefully enough to keep
This is number 3
from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Yeah, pretty much. Doing the gem badges thing.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatiana.
You okay? Fine? Ah.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatiana was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatiana shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And
I
you're
am not an escort.
Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatiana. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatiana, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatiana was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something, but the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
So he stole her comb to make her come back.
Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I like how just because we get through that checkpoint of 2 guards, we're like, oh, it's okay. Let's go hang out with all the other guards and confront one of them. That seems safe.
Me? You there? The gentleman with the sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
It very much sounds like he wants me to be a drug mule.
Why not?
I can think of a few reasons why
The
not.
task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients.
Yep, drug mule.
There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on.
Gee, I wonder
I
why.
cannot prevent you from peeking. I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
I'm actually really curious now what I'm going to be delivering here. Okay, we got a side quest here and up there. Although we might accidentally trigger the main quest going up the stairs.
Needs to brush up on our swordcraft.
Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Well, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out.
Do you really want to do this?
How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are.
Okay.
Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
You want to do this? I'll do this.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
No, I think I'm ready now.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
This seems like a great way to attract attention.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
I might use a different wording.
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade. Enough.
Anyone else want to play?
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon?
Didn't even touch me.
So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Well, the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
You got potential. I'll give you that.
Juggle, juggle, juggle.
I'll be there.
They could have fought me together and I wouldn't have had much trouble with that. One-on-one just felt unfair.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
I like that last line.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
All right, what do you want?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed.
Yeah, that's a shame. You see it a lot in class systems. The upper class sometimes beat down on the lower class just to prove superiority in an act of cruelty.
And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed, which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom, a freedom I could sorely use.
Okay.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
Huh.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
So that's the payment that you extract for yourself?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
The crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
All right. So I know I'm a few minutes early, but we don't really have time to complete either of these 2 side quests before time. So I think it's probably safest to go ahead and call it a night here.